Good morning. My name is Michele Monserratt-Ramos. I'm from Los Angeles, California, and I'm here today to talk about my late fiancé, Lloyd Monserratt. Also to explain why I support yes on Prop 46. Lloyd Monserratt was an amazing man. He was a gifted leader. He was a community leader and a political leader. In fact, a few years back, the city of Los Angeles dedicated a city library, the El Sereno branch, in his memory on this day, September 17th. Lloyd was a Latino vote director for the Democrat Congressional Campaign Committee. He was a director for NALEO. He was a chief of staff for a Los Angeles City Council member and an LAUSD school board member, and a political consultant for many grassroots candidates and elected officials. And even his first job out of college after graduating from UCLA, he organized nurses out of SCIU Local 660, out of County USC Medical Center. Lloyd made an impact. He made an impact in California and Los Angeles, yet when Lloyd walked into that Los Angeles hospital, he never walked out again. He died 3 days following elective surgery with no cause given for his death. I saw his doctor following the surgery. His doctor came out and told me that his surgery was a success and that Lloyd was very strong. I didn't see his doctor again until Lloyd died. There was another doctor that came in the night before Lloyd died, and I asked him, "Doctor, tell me, how is Lloyd progressing? Is he progressing normally?" And he told me yes. He looked at my face and he said, yes, he's progressing normally. He's exactly where he should be. The sad reality was when you looked at Lloyd's medical records, tests showed earlier that day that Lloyd was already in kidney failure, yet Lloyd's doctor nor anyone in the hospital felt the need to tell Lloyd or me Lloyd's true condition. The next day, we received a call nobody wants to receive, the call from the hospital that tells you, report to the hospital immediately. I went to the hospital. Lloyd was gone. His bed was gone. I was told they were taking care of him in ICU. I went to ICU, and the doctor walked in my path and escorted me to a side room. And there, the doctor told me that they did everything they could, but they couldn't save him. I thought, how could this be? Lloyd was only 36 years old. He didn't come in here with cancer. He wasn't here for emergency surgery. And I looked at the doctor who told me this, and I thought, wait a minute, you're the same doctor that was in Lloyd's room last night. And you told me that Lloyd was exactly where he should be. What happened? Tell me from the top, what happened? And this doctor kept telling me the same thing. He would never give me cause for Lloyd's death. Before long, a hospital administrator came and whipped this form in my face and told me, most families want to know. It was an authorization for an autopsy. At this point, I was on the floor. I was crushed in despair. And I thought at that moment, I could stay on the floor crushed, or I could get up. I could stand up and I could find out exactly what happened to Lloyd in that hospital. So I hired a pathologist, had a private autopsy done, and waited for the results, and called the coroner's office and waited for the results. It was determined that Lloyd died due to surgical mistakes, infection, and ultimately advanced peritonitis or severe sepsis. What do you do in a situation like that? I needed answers, but the hospital wasn't giving me any. So I thought, I tried to find a lawyer. I need answers. I need to know what happened in that hospital. So I spoke to some political friends. They gave me some referrals, and we met with several lawyers. And several lawyers told us, you know, after looking at Lloyd's medical records, you definitely have a case, but I don't know if you know of this law that imposes caps on medical malpractice cases, and because of this law, I'm sorry, it would be a bad business decision to take Lloyd's case. Believe me, you don't ever want to hear that the person that you love the most in life, that their life and their death is a bad business decision. Eventually, we did get a lawyer, and following the first round of legal, it was determined that Lloyd's doctor may have an arrest record. So I went several courthouses, did public record searches, came up with 3 arrest records. Lloyd's doctor was arrested 3 times, all while he held a license to practice medicine in the state of California, with one of those arrest records being felony possession of crack cocaine. I felt like Lloyd was victimized all over again. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that the state allowed doctors like this to continue practicing. The bottom line is that Lloyd had no right to know that his doctor had a drug problem. Had Lloyd had the right to know, basically, since he didn't have the right to know, it cost Lloyd his life. And I think Lloyd had the right to know. And that's what Prop 46 will do. It'll create checks and balances that come along with random drug testing. So if a doctor tests positive, they won't be allowed to operate. They'll have to cease practice. And it helps everyone. It helps the patient. The patient doesn't run the risk of potential harm from a substance abusing physician. And it helps the doctor. The doctor will be forced. He'll have to undergo random drug testing, and the doctor will be forced to get help to take care of his addiction. It helps everyone. I think Lloyd had the right to know. And I think whoever it is that you love the most in life, whether it's your spouse, your partner, your child, I think they have the right to know too. That's why I'm asking for your support, your yes vote on Prop 46. Thank you.